Hello everyone, this is Princess here, and for today's video we are going to talk about the infiltration report, which is going to be for September. So the very first thing that we have, yes, you can see that is Rufus over there. So we have our next story chapter for Arc 3, Chapter 7, which does show our new character, which is Rufus Shinra from Final Fantasy VII. So his Force partner is Balthier, and he is also getting the Force and Burst, as you see right over here. And he also gets a costume, which is based off of his design in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So pretty interesting to see. I did try him out earlier, and to be honest, I didn't really build him up, but I did get his full kit. And from what I've seen on videos, he can definitely deal a lot of damage. I'm still like on the fence about giving him like full force enhancements and maxing out his boards though, because for the next few characters that I do want to build up. Oops. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is this new difficulty that is coming to JP. So this is called Re-Shinryu, and it's basically a mix of Shinryu and Lufenia. So if you remember, in the global version, there was this one global exclusive event that featured Squall's Force that was called Whatever Whatever, and it was a mix of both Shinryu and Lufenia just like combined. So just reading off of the translations from the Reddit Discord, this new difficulty is called Re-Shinryu. It will not be harder than Shinryu, but with the same difficulty. The devs thought that party compositions have started to become too stale, which is definitely true. So they made this new difficulty in order for players to use more characters. This will be featured in every event except for Memorial Battle and the 6 Warrior quests. The bosses will have special orbs just like in Lufenia. They will not have force time though. Their force gauge will drop to 0 after they use their force ability, which is definitely weird. But I guess like the mix of like the boss's gimmicks changing during force time while keeping the orb in check would probably be too difficult. So I guess I can understand that. And then they do also renew the rewards. So when you clear Re-Shinryu, you get 24 stone shards. And then when you complete the Re-Shinryu, you get 10 plus 1 multi-ticket, the little purple tickets that we get. So yeah, I'm all in for this new difficulty. I did try it out earlier, and the first fight, it wasn't so bad. I was able to keep the orb in check, and I had no problem with the force attack either. But I do want to see what the other fights are going to be like before like judging it completely. So I do want to see like which Re-Shinryus are going to be easy, which one's going to be hard, which one did I have the most fun with, which one did I find really annoying, which one had the most gimmicks, and which fight had like the most restricted orb. So definitely just like in my opinion what I want to see. So the next thing we have here is this late summer campaign. So basically it's going to have daily free draws and then the daily quest rewards. And then in the part 1 co-op for chapter 7, they will include a new animated sticker, and there is currently a bug with this. So when I went to buy the sticker, it showed the 4-star Buster Sword instead, and it doesn't do anything from what I've seen. You just like push yes and you can still get it, but yeah, I don't know why the Buster Sword just shows up in there all of a sudden. In addition, there's going to be some Re-Shinryu Choco panels that are going to reward the Rainbow Brilliance and then 4 stone shards. And changing battles in Crystal Quests are going to be free, so you get free rerolls, which is nice. Okay, so the other thing for Chapter 7 Part 2, this is the one that I'm really excited for. So Chapter 7 Part 2, as you can see, that is Paladin Cecil. Cecil is going to get his Force weapon, and he does get this really cool costume. And in addition, Rydia gets her Burst weapon, which I am really, really excited about. And I feel like this is great for me because like last event I got Gladio's Burst. Well, not the last event, that was Rufus. I got Gladio's Burst. Now we have Rydia's Burst. I am satisfied. And I do have the tokens for her again, which is great. But yeah, like I mentioned, so for part 2, it's going to be Cecil and Rydia. There is also going to be the single challenge again, which is going to be a pain to grind. But yeah, that's going to be there as well if you need gems or burst ingots. And then this one over here, so this is about the next event afterwards, which is going to be a Heretics event. And basically this is just going to be for Penello's Force and Burst. They mentioned in the translations that it's for someone who already got their burst and force in global. So yeah, you can already tell this is Penelo. She's finally getting her force and burst in JP, and it definitely took a while this time. So then the last thing we have is going to be the next memorial battle, which will be for stage 3. This one sounds kind of difficult to deal with because the main focus is going to be Final Fantasy 2. So that's going to include Firion, Maria, the Emperor, and all that stuff. And then for the last bit, we have the producer notes here. So starting with the reworks, Cecil and Rydia get a rework on September 7th, Penelo on September 15th, and then Leon and Minwoo on September 22nd. So I'm excited to see what Leon does. I remember I did enjoy his, I forget like how it goes, but it's like a Brave Absorb like gimmick. He gets it from his EX buff. I forget what it's called, but I always like that. And the trap damage that was added with his LD weapon, I mean, that's cool too, I guess, but I'm curious to see how that's going to play for his force and his burst. And Minwoo's finally getting an echo, so that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll have a chance to get his burst too and do some sort of off-turn team comp with him and Gladio, because I've been wanting to try that because I never got his burst before. Alright, and then, one second. Okay, so then this last bit over here talks about regarding to memorial battles. So starting from this update, Shinryu will be introduced. However, due to memorial battle allowing for multiple parties to be used, thus already allowing players to use more characters, there is no need for Shinryu. The difficulty is just going to continue to be on Shinryu, so that's entirely it. No Shinryu for memorial battle, so I mean, I guess that's cool. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to be, but interested in seeing at least maybe a few gimmicks in the boss's force time for memorial battle. That would be interesting. Anyway, the last thing we have are the monthly gifts. So we have 5,000 gems, 20 tickets, 20 power stones, and then 5 armor tokens. And yeah, that pretty much covers up everything for this month. Like I mentioned before, the things that I'm really excited for would be Shinryu, like what I basically went over before. Like, how is the fights going to be? Which one's going to be the most annoying? Which one did I have the most fun with? And the other thing I'm just really excited about is for Cecil and Rydia, because they're finally getting updated. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you are excited for this month, and I will see you all in my next video.